teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs. Relay Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Here and go for the onside kick. I don't think that made it 10 yards before getting touched. Of course, that's going to be a penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. What's the call here? The drive begins with excellent field position. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. Oh, he's bringing it back. He's at the 50. Out past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Florida. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Chris, you talk about a dream scenario. You step in front of one, not only come up with the interception, but take it to the house for a touchdown, and you're up 6-0 on the first play.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. Running out of time in the pocket. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
Well, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line from the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Curse, the freak, what he was able to do, and Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off.
They got him again. He's like a statue back there.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on first and second down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on third down, but it's still fourth down. Can they pick up the first?
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Handoff from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Looking for a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun now on third down. The receiver grabs it. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. The Gators will have to punt this one away. Fourth down. Coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Pressure is coming. On the move now. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches. The Dogs will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Takes the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Got the first down and still motoring. They tagged him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Well, nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Redd and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the back now goes in motion. Second down, we're going to throw it. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Could take it all the way. The 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Dogs. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. And the defense gets it right, scoring a touchdown to suddenly tie this football game.
Just getting a couple turnovers from your defense is really all you can expect. But to be able to get 6 points from them in addition is above and beyond. They get their 6 points, and now they're really thinking about winning this game.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Handoff here from the shotgun. Fights through the tackle. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The gain makes it second and medium. He's looking to throw. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the stop, but it's a big play to the 31.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. He hands it to the back. Picks up the first, looking for more. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Gators with 1st and 10 here. Tight end goes in motion. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Thrown to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, when everybody's covered, the tight end can be a quarterback's safety blanket, especially when you're looking towards the end zone. Great catch to get them in for the touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He's running out of time here. What a catch! They bring it down to the 38, but that's good enough for first down. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They keep him off balance with a run. Breaks into the clear. That's a nice game to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. The RPO caught to the right. In the clear at the 25. Touchdown, Georgia. Great connection there for 6 points. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly. And they're doing so with such high stakes. Answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And the point after is right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Gators offense retakes the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. And somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Hand it off for a draw. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Makes set. There's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Oh, and he can't hang on to it. That's a guy known for his hands. Couldn't pick it off. Brings up fourth down. And the Gators will line up to boot it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And that sets up a return. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? It's a shotgun run call. Breaks loose at the 40. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. Dogs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Boy, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Looking to throw it on first down. He escapes the pocket. He bought some time, now lets it go. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 40. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Running back has it on the screen now. Gets some space around the 30. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Runs through the defender.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. He also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. They'll try to run for the first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
4th down. The offense will go for it. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Buying time now. Rolling to his left. Gets rid of it on the move. but it's incomplete. A fourth down stop, turnover on downs.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
As the first down is still going. They get him down at the 41, but it's good enough for a first down.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
The shotgun running play call. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down at the 48.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
They call the draw play here. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grabbed by the receiver. And they convert on third down. Move the ball to the 36.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, the timing and the fake on this play was so good. You almost think it's a magical act, right? The magician is showing you something, and then you realize it's not really there. He's creating an illusion, and the illusion was that they're going to throw the football. It looked like a pass play, but instead, they turned it into a draw. The offensive linemen were able to get out in front. They drew the defensive line upfield and beat them at their own game. That's why they picked up big yards in the secondary.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to scramble. It's a deep shot to the right. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida.
Blown coverage here, and the receiver is just waiting in the end zone all by himself. You won't see an easier touchdown catch than that maybe all season.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. They'll take a timeout when they check it out. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. First play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Here comes a first down pass attempt. On the move now. Nice throw, caught for a completion. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Well, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Finally throws it deep down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. The quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. To dart to the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. They finally make the stop after a big gain, but that'll wrap up the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Job and secures the recovery.
Trying it onside to start the 3rd with the lead. It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the 3rd quarter. The first play of the 2nd half is a handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Has the first down and more. Brought down, but not before shaking off the first defender and picking up the first down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only is he pulled out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd down here. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. He's past the marker and still going. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. QB bootlegs here. He'll try a pass here. Grab down the middle. It's Cruz. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get what you can get. Likely grateful this went forward to help this upcoming 3rd down call.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can you keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first down and goal right there.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner looking to make a play here. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Georgia offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Trying to create here on the move, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, you may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The pickup is 9, so it sets up a 3rd and 1 now. Dogs come to the line, run the hurry up. Can he get there on the ground? And it's good for a first down, the 36.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. On the run here, lets it go. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch, and get a little bit closer to the marker.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if his defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And the point after is right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Play action here on first down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia, using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And, man, they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollock, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform.
Here he goes. Across the 40. At the 20. Past the all the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Florida.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Florida, 35. Georgia, 21.
Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up in the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught by the receiver. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He cannot escape. It's a sack. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. He'll hand it off. He's got the first and still going. He's in the clear. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. On the move now. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Oh, man, that was not a great throw right there. Pass is intercepted on the 2-point try. You have to wonder why they decided to go with that call.
Georgia, 27.
It's a squib kick. It's going to be fielded by one of the up men. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground.
Oh, boy. The kick returner catches a break. His teammate was able to recognize the ball on the ground and immediately made a heads-up play to get on top of it.
The offense begins this drive, backs to their own goal line, set up at the 3. They'll run it to the left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Grab behind the line. It's Wolf. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. but instead they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
The snapper, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Locates the tight end. It's complete. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They get a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Ball handed off, and he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Man, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and this quarterback being able to throw the football with the lead in the 4th quarter. Completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
Leaning on the run game here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, here we go, Chris. One of the biggest plays of the game. 3rd down and long with the lead late in the game. Clock is running. I think this is the time you call one of your favorite plays on this 3rd down. At the same time, be very mindful. You cannot turn the football over.
Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the 4th quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back into this game.
Cut quickly. Breaking tackles and going. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. The Bulldogs will crank up the tempo.
I just love to see positive yards here on this opening play of this drive because it can get you into a rhythm. Let's face it, you're down by 8. You need yards, you need rhythm. Field goals are not going to help you. They need a touchdown in that 2-point conversion.
And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Couldn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's got it on a crossing route. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. He's swarmed by the defense. Let's see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. No gain makes it 2nd down and goal from the 5. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. On the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
Defense is coming after him. And he will be stuffed for no gain. So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking to the end zone. The ball is picked off. They'll finally bring him down, but what a play, the takeaway, and a huge gain on the return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
So 2nd and short here, exactly what you want when you're trying to run the clock out and secure the victory. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Playoff games coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
10.